Just 11 days until La Liga kicks off on ESPN Plus. We are counting them down and we are bringing you a club a day as you look at all the fixtures that will be available for you, every single one of them, including the newly promoted Rayo Vallecano, back up in the top flight. They won in a promotion playoff against Girona, and it is so good to have them back because there's so much to talk about with a team like this. Gemma Soler joining us now. And let's start, Gemma, by talking about the fans, because the fans do so much. They're the 12th man for so many teams. But for this team, we have to talk about them because of everything that they stand for on and off the pitch.
Yes, hola, Kate, definitely. They are one of the more passionate fans in La Liga. We have to take into account that Vallecas Stadium is quite tiny. It's only 15,000 seats, but they shout a lot. And also, plus the 15,000, one of the characteristics of this neighborhood, one of the most populated in Madrid, is that the stadium is tiny and the buildings are very tall, so you can watch the game in your balcony if you are lucky enough to be a neighborhood. So yes, the fans are very passionate. Sometimes maybe a little bit too much. You know, this southeast neighborhood in Madrid was always characteristic for his fierce opposition, for example, to the regime of Franco when the dictatorship. So they are still very proud left wing. So they stay for the anti-racism, anti-radicalism as well, anti-fascist. So they had some problems. For example, with Roman Sosulia, this Ukrainian player, had to leave the team because they didn't want him because they said he's a neo-Nazi, or they sabotage the stadium in 2012 when Real Madrid was visiting because they considered that the tickets were too high. So the team had to be played another day. I think UK know it pretty well.
Yes, absolutely, because Sid Lowe and I actually have pictures from that very game. It was probably my last visit there. I mean, you can't really see us very well because there were no lights on because, as you said, it was sabotage. We didn't know what was going on at the time, and it ended up being us reporting everything that was happening. They were hoping to make Real Madrid play another game, and as you said, they were upset with the ticket prices. So we were just waiting around to see what was going on, and they made the mighty Real Madrid wait. So obviously it made all the news back then. But let's talk a little bit about Vallecas, the area that they play in, because when you think of the teams in Madrid, you think of Atleti, you think of Real Madrid, maybe then you get to Getafe. But then there's Rayo Vallecano. That is another suburb out in Madrid. It takes a little while to get there from the centre. But as you said, it's a very proud working class neighbourhood as well.
Yeah, it's definitely an alternative. We can call it like that, trip to the southeast part of the city. Actually, it's not a neighborhood, it's a villa. They were an independent city since 1960. Then they became part of Madrid. They had the annexion, but they are still a villa, so they have like two neighborhoods that conform Vallecas. It's Villa de Vallecas y Puente de Vallecas. It's one of the most populated, working class, humble, but very proud. And you can definitely visit the market of Vallecas, very good food, and have tapas. I'm going to say, Kay, I think it's like almost half price of the rest of the city.
Yeah, I can imagine it is. So let's talk a little bit about the team and what's ahead for them this season. You've got Andoni Iraola, who brought them up, and an athletic legend for many people who already follow La Liga. They'll know all about him, but he's definitely got his work cut out this season, hasn't he, Gemma?
Yeah, I think he's got a tough game ahead of him. I think it's the last team to get to Primera División. They played the playoff against Girona. Man by man, Girona was much a better team than Rayo, but they managed with a lot of fight, with good work of the coach. But they have problems with they are in so much need of signings. They need goal, and goal is expensive. They don't have money. They've been struggling with the economical problems. So he has to do a lot of imagination. It's true that they have some of the key players of last season. Isaac Palazón, he was the top scorer, 10 goals only. He will keep on there. And also Argentinian Oscar Trejo, he is the hero of the promotion. He made that goal in Montilivi and Girona. They stay, but they need reforce, and we still have some days until the end of the transfer market, but definitely Andoni Iraola needs some signings to try to fight in a category that team by team, I think probably the worst teams right now. We still have to see what signings that we are. I would say Rayo Vallecano, Elche and Cádiz probably are the ones that they need something else to try to fight for the division.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching this season. As always, Gemma, it's been great to get your insight on Rayo Vallecano. So make sure you do catch them if you can this season. They are a tiny club with a very big reputation. Don't forget, ESPN FC is available daily.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.